Today we're going to be working on a few different variations of Trikonasana or triangle pose. Prop-wise, you're going to want one brick or a tall sturdy book. We'll just set that off to the side for now. We're going to come standing on our mat facing the long side. And this first variation, we're not going to worry about the legs as much. So standing in Tadasana, feet hips distance or closer, right? We're simply going to heel toe the feet out a few steps. So a little bit wider than the hips, but not so wide you're struggling to stand. So hands just a little bit wider, or feet a little bit wider than the shoulders even, right? And we'll start by bringing both hands onto the hips. Roll the shoulders back. Tailbone slightly tucks under as the navel draws up. Good. Now let's find the corners of our feet. Lift your 10 toes up. Set them back down. Engage the thighs. Tailbone under, navel up. Good. Now I want you to keep sort of this initial length that we're creating in the torso. Right hand is going to extend up for the sky. Left hand is going to stay where it is. So karate chop hand, fingers squeeze together. Right arm reaches straight up. And we roll up and in through the tricep to lift into the shoulder girdle. Left hand presses down to match that action on the left side. Take an inhale, extend. Exhale, left hand is just going to slide down the left leg as the right fingers reach over to the left. Good. Roll the right shoulder toward the left. Slide down a little bit further, but no pressure on the left hand. So we're not pushing on the knee. We're just kind of relaxing the left hand down. Right shoulder to the left, navel in. Press the feet down, extend through the right fingertips. And let's come all the way back up. Really good. Second side, same as the first. Start with hands on the hips. Roll shoulders back, tailbone under, navel up. Left arm this time, karate chop hands. Extend straight up for the sky. Roll up and in through the tricep. Press down, lengthen, inhale. Exhale now, right hand slides down the leg. Left fingers reach. Good. Left shoulder toward the right. Press down the feet, extend through the fingertips, draw the navel in. And let's come back up. Good. So that's starting to give us this, this motion of extension through the sides of the trunk. Crucial part of our Trikonasana. Another part that we're looking for is this openness in the hips. So we're starting now, hips are kind of neutral. We're going to build on that by taking our feet out just a little bit wider now. Good. And if you bring your hands out to a T, your ankles should be roughly underneath your palms. If that doesn't feel stable, you can shorten your stance, but this is a fairly good starting point. Good. Now we're going to bring our hands back onto our hips. We're going to turn our right toes out. So right toes to the short side of your mat, left toes to the long side of your mat. Alignment is roughly heel to arch here. Good. Bring your hands on your hips. And we're going to turn the torso to the long side of our mat. So we're trying to open with the hips, square the torso to the long side of our mat. Good. Let's find the corners of our feet. Lift your 10 toes. Set them back down. Really good. Right hand is going to stay where it is. Left arm is going to extend straight up. Lift up through the karate chop hands. Press the right hand down, lengthen the torso. Good. Length through both sides of the torso as you're ready. Right hand starts to slide down. Left arm reaches over. Roll the left shoulder to the right. Scoop in the belly. Relax the head back. Good. But keep thinking, torso's turning toward the sky, opening that way. Hips are opening to the long side of your mat. Take an inhale. Exhale, make your way back up. Hands to the hips. Right toes are going to turn in. Left toes turn to the back wall. Again, before we move. Tendency might be right hips kind of popping forward that way. Use your hands. Open your hips to the long side of your mat as best you can. Draw the tailbone under, the navel up. Right arm now reaches straight up. Karate chop hand, fingers squeeze together. Lengthen both sides of the trunk. Inhale. Exhale, start to slide your left hand down as you reach your right arm over. Right shoulder blade rolls to the left. Navel pulls in. Again, not a lot of weight in your left hand. Good. Extend, extend, extend. And let's come back up. Very good. Turn the left toes in. Now we're going to take our brick and we're going to come into Utthita Trikonasana, just extended triangle pose. So building on these actions, first and foremost, the length in the spine, the length in the sides of the trunk, and then secondly, the opening of the hips, the rotation of the torso. Everything we've built so far, we're going to add into this pose. Turn your right toes out. Now we're going to take our brick. We're going to slide it to the outside of our right foot. Good. Then hips and torso turn to the long side of your mat. Open the hips and torso. Good. Let's bend the elbows. Bring karate chop hands in line with the collarbones. Extend the arms out to a T. Very good. Take an inhale here. Exhale, start to reach your right hand toward the right toes as much as you can. Send your left hip straight back. Extend, extend, extend. Turn gaze to the right fingertips. Reach, 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 reach. Then release your right hand down onto your brick. Extend your left arm up. Good. Left shoulder rolls toward the right, collarbones open to the ceiling. Hips open to the long side of your mat. Lengthen through both sides of the trunk as much as you can. So if bringing your hand down onto your brick kind of causes you to collapse this right side, I want you to bring your hand onto your thigh instead. Lengthen as much as you can. Then let's come all the way back up. Release hands onto the hip. Right toes in. Brick comes with you as you turn. Left toes out. Brick to the outside of the left foot. Hands on the hips. Open hips and torso to the long side of your mat. Very good. Bend the elbows, karate chop hands to the collarbones. Extend the arms to a T. Really good. As you're ready, keep the hips and torso open to the long side of your mat as you reach with the left arm. Send the right hip straight back. Extend, extend, extend. Turn the gaze to the left fingers. Reach, reach, reach as much as you can. Then release the left hand down and the right hand up. Good. Right shoulder blade toward the left, navel in. Open the hips as much as you can. Lengthen both sides of the trunk. Remember, if you're collapsing over here, you can bring the hand onto the thigh instead. Extend, extend, extend. And let's make our way back up. Hands to the hips, toes turn in. Step or hop the feet together. And that'll do it for today. We'll see you tomorrow.